Hi friends, this is Saga Dharmatekar. Now, if in past 2 years where I'm getting queries day in day out of what I have done with my fuel pump, how I have created my fuel pump, what to do with the Royal Enfield, I receive a mail every day in day out of how I have done it and what I have done it to make it happen. Now, first things first, let's understand what basic logic behind it is. Fuel pumps are actually a simple way to supply fuel to the car or a bike, anyways. Now, in my case, when I got the same problem with Royal Enfield, I got to know it's because of the rusting tank. But my friend, that was a big pain and task. And when I went to the company did its own thing. When company which hard charges 2,500 only for a fuel filter, do you even believe that? And that's the real thing which they charge us, which does not make any sense for us to buy. And whereas it's only the motor which goes captive. There are many videos on YouTube which you can find wherein they say the fuel pump motor depths and everything, and trust me friends, the classic 500 fuel pump is the easiest pump to dismantle. I am not a science student, I work for banking. So there are many questions I get, how did you understand, how do you calculate the pressure and everything. Just a simple logic behind this thing is it just provides the fuel to the injector. It's the injector which does the main work of supplying the high pressure fuel to the vehicle. That's what I know, and I can say this thing because I have been using the same thing for the past 5,000 kilometers without any interaction. If that would have been the case, I would have got a choked fuel pump or I would have got a completely damaged vehicle, because that's how the high pressure game works. So to all of you, to whomsoever who have queried me, and I really appreciate, because of my personal commitments I was not able to make this video for long because there are multiple things going. Hence riding had taken backseat and I was using my car more often, hence I just moved it out. Now the question over here is how I have done it. Now today I'm going to show it to you what exactly I have done and what you can do, rather than relying on the company and spending 15,000 bucks for a stupid thing. Yes, it's a stupid thing because the pump is very good, but the in-tank rust plus the dirt which comes into the car and plus the filter sticker which Royal Enfield has, because it has an open loop sensor as well, which we all know it's a very bad thing. They just to save the cost, but unfortunately we have to bear with that. So either you sell your vehicle or you make it accordingly. That's the simple logic behind it. Now what I'm going to show you to you is, this is the original pump motor, right? This is the original pump motor which we have. Now what you have to do is, you have to take this motor, if possible carry the fuel pump with you and go to a shop. Okay, trust me for one thing, 99%, or like I said 90% of the small cars, please let me repeat my words again, small cars have a 14-volt motor which they use for starting, and the same motors have been used. So the same 14-volt motor has been used in classic 500 as well. We do not use a 12-volt battery, we use a 14-volt battery, which you all have seen. Now the same current is required to run this motor, and the same current is required to run this motor. This is the same fuel pump which we all use, and which is the same people you all are using. Now understand a few things. Every company designs its fuel pump so that they can have their own monopoly on their product. That's how. But we should know how to take a way around it, and that's how I have done. What I have done is, I took this motor, I took all its dimensions, possibility. This is the original filter which we all use, right? Now this filter, hardly this filter cost us 2,500 rupees in India, which does not make any sense for a filter which should cost not more than 100 rupees. This fuel pump, which is retailing around 14,000 rupees in India, does not have anything significant. It does not have any locking mechanism, anything which is very critical or you can't understand it. Now there are a lot of videos on YouTube which can show you how to dismantle this pump. Same thing goes over here. It only has 3 screws. The moment you take out these 3 screws, the fuel pump is completely dismantled, and there is nothing needed to be done for it. Okay, now what we have to do is just take this motor to a shop, ask him for a matching motor. Okay, 90% of shops have a matching motor. They might not have the same socket as this one. They will not be having it. because they all have a socket which have a range like this. Let me just show it to you more clearly. Here you go. Can you see it? Exactly. This is what they have, because most of the cars have the same. Now, what you have to do, ask them for a motor which has the smallest distance between those two spots. This is a Chevrolet Spark motor which I have got from a shop, a local shop. You can go to any shop and buy it out. If not, you can ship the motor to me and I'll let you know what needs to be done exactly. But going to a shop, it has a negative positive. It's a DC motor. It has a negative positive terminal, which anyone can tell you. Even you can rectify yourself. It's a very easy thing to rectify. Anyone can do it. All right. Now, take this motor. Okay. What I have done is I have done some filing. You know what filing is? Where you just chip the base sides of it. You can use anything to file the product. Okay. Now, we use a lot of things to file. Let's say we grind things over it. Just do the filing work and your thing is done. This way you have to just adjust the motor inside, and this is the filter which I use. Here you go. This is a filter which hardly costs you $100, and it does all the job at the same time, because this same motor and same filter is used in cars. Now many people question me, how can you manage the pressure? What pressure does it provide? Is it the same high pressure? Understand, my dear friends, this motor is having, so this motor has a very simple logic. Now this motor powers 4-cylinder vehicles. Why will it not have the pressure of supporting a single cylinder motor? Now the motors only operate basis the instructions which come from the engine. They do not operate at a separate level. They only operate at the pressure which has been given by the engine, and that's how they work. That's the simple logic behind their working. So the fuel comes in from here at bottom, which we all know, goes through these nozzles and goes down. There are videos on YouTube. You do not need to listen. The only concern over here is this filing part, this part of filing. Here you go. Here you go. You can see it out. That's as simple as what I have done. I have just it does not have any short circuits, any currents which have been passed wrong way. It works fine. I have removed this motor so that I can show it to you what exactly needs to be done. Okay. Dismantle the motor, do some adjustment, do some simple packaging work, and your motor will be as fine as this one. You can see it over here. Can you see it? Yes, you can see. This will help you all to save your cost and to use your vehicles more prominently, because these kinds of motors are available. You can carry an extra motor with you, because even I have. This motor can even be repaired. There are multiple tricks. You can use WD-40, you can use any of the solvents or lubricants which you can remove the dirt from this motor, if at all you want to keep the same motor as well. But if you want to save this pain, and if you want to save this pain, which I have tried multiple times but always fail because it doesn't make any sense, you can go with the same logic. This motor helps you. So it's Sagar Cinematica signing off from you, and to all of you those who have mailed me in the past 2 years, and my real apologies that I could not reply because I'm personal commitment, but I'll try my best to give a solution to you. See ya. Thank you.